Okay, Okage Shadow King is a game we haven't played in like a year. It's a very, very odd, quirky, like Tim Burton meets Earthbound game. And it's extremely unpolished, and I think it's unpolished on purpose. It's really, really strange. Last we left off, I was super stuck, and I'm still super stuck, so I'm just gonna wander around and see if I figure it out. I think that A Hat in Time has like an entire level that's really inspired by like the core mechanic of this game. That you've got this guy that's basically Satan that lives inside of you, and is mad that other people are trying to usurp him as the king of evil. Yeah, I'm trying to turn it down here. I don't know why the PS4 is so loud today. It's usually quite quiet. Loud in my ear, too. You know if that helped. It's down by 8 decibels. I'm so glad that Let's Go Eevee got rid of random encounters, and then they brought him back for Sword and Shield, didn't they? Fierce Goat. Yeah, so I think World 3 in A Hat in Time is inspired by the Stan, King of Evil, ghost Satan guy that lives inside the protagonist. Robin said this game is a fun game that's in Sword Even editor. The combat, I guess maybe it changes later on, but the early combat, like, borderline feels superfluous. Like, it would work better. I guess it's the same potential issue that Deadly Premonition has, where it's like it seems to have gameplay for gameplay's sake, because that's what we did in 2001. And if it had been made today, it would just be all the silly, like, talking to people and doing quests. I don't think I have any special abilities here, so I'll just attack. Let's do Overdrive on Ari. Burst. Steals LP, probably don't need. Plucky Pachyderm. Definitely has the thing that most JRPGs share this, where like the period where you're a solo character is by far the hardest. As soon as you get a couple party members, it eases up quite a bit. Get experience. It's probably the so-called stone circle. Yeah, the combat log showing you how much damage you just dealt. my big thing is I'm shocked that this game got localized. Like, It seems like it's a challenge to localize because it's so like weird Japanese humor. Yeah, I was saying that earlier. Because Earthbound was also like the game that Nintendo decided to spend all of their localization money on to try to get the West into RPGs. I've been trying to put my finger on it every time we played this game, but like it feels unpolished in like an Ed Wood sense. Like, not like they didn't have time to get... Like, when you play Resident Evil 6 and there are things like, oh, I guess if they had more time, they probably would have made that texture look better, or they probably would have made this driving sequence work better. But in this game, I get the sense that they just, like, here's the world map. And the director was like, yep, that's great. Perfect. Print it. And someone was like, are you sure? It's kind of janky looking. Like, yeah, whatever, it's fine. It's not the point. Let's go. Yeah, I'm actually playing this on PS4 right now. Like, of all the PS2 games to port to the PSN, it makes it easier for me. I didn't have to buy this on Amazon like we do with a lot of PS2 games. I just bought Shadow Hearts 3. I don't think there's any digital way to play that. Also, speaking of like the Tim Burton meets Earthbound, so there's one of the Nightmare Before Christmas mountains in the background there. I don't think PS2 emulation's very good, is it? Anything past the PSP is very questionable emulation. Oh! Right, if the protagonist dies, it is game over. And game over means you load your save. So the last 7 minutes have been a complete waste of time. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Womp, 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 womp. Let me just confirm.
That's a bummer.
I'm pretty sure my only character who has a native ability to heal is the one who causes a game over when they die. So... Well, I guess maybe that's fair, because you can't even say, well, one of the other party members could have healed him. Echoes of Persona. I need to, like, watch the protagonist's health. I thought I got hit for, like, 100 damage, though. I didn't think I was getting low. I think you can, yeah. It's like the ghost spawns randomly, like a random encounter, but you can move out of the way. Alright, well, don't mash the A button. If one person goes down, you can't Phoenix down them. Roger. For sure, Walter. I've done that a couple times on stream as a time-saving measure. Like, I think we played a couple NES games, like Castlevania 3, where it's like... There are checkpoints in the stage, but you go back to the very start of the level once you run out of lives, so I would just checkpoint whenever... Or I would just save state whenever I got to a checkpoint. Otherwise, you're just like doing the same content over and over, right? I think we need to cast Overdrive to kill them quickly here. You know, PS1 games generally don't run too well on emulators, my finding. Saturn is garbage, Dreamcast isn't very good. N64 is okay, but it depends on the ROM. The PSP is actually one of the best emulators out there. It's super clean. Dolphin, like Wii and GameCube, are pretty fine for the most part. NES and Super Nintendo are both pixel perfect. But pixel perfect emulation is insanely CPU expensive, even for like the Super Nintendo. 7 through 9 to play okay on an emulator. Yeah, I think we played Brigandine on a PS1 emulator because like finding a copy of it was impossible. It was a little janky as a result, but it works. Yeah, so I try really hard to play it on original hardware if I can. Just because it removes the stress involved with emulators. Auto-corrupt. I hope that we get to a point where we can like do pixel perfect emulation for virtually every console. I guess the problem is demand, right? Like, there are very few Saturn exclusive games that haven't been ported to some other system after the fact. So like, there's not really any reason for anyone to spend dev time on it. Looks like I can in fact dodge the ghosts. It's very helpful. Save some hassle here. Hey, where's Luigi when you need him? I feel like that overdrive ability is really busted. Probably run out of resources to cast it soon, but... try to kill the goat if I can. I want to say Pokemon Snap got a virtual console release at some point. Although now that the Wii Shop channel is shut down, there's a lot of things you can't get now, because I don't think they ported everything to the Wii U Shop channel. Oh, does Overdrive cost HP? Don't think I saw that. I think game over when a single character dies in a multi-character game is the worst. Not a fan. It's 30 LP. LP is shared across the part. Oh, I'm like, why would I use Kisling's LP steal ability when he doesn't seem to have any other abilities? So I guess it gives me it for everyone. Entry 27 on the list of Frieson's Persona makes me sad. Exactly. I haven't played the Nintendo 64 Mystical Ninja game. Somebody put it on way back in like 2015 in my first year of streaming. I was doing like console-focused games where I would just have people in chat say, hey, you should play this game. And then I would play it for a couple minutes. I think I played it for like 10 minutes on that day, but I've heard good things about it. It's kind of like RPG-like. Smells fishy. Their main industry is fishing. The entire town is built over the lake. Concern the ancient ruin called the Aquatic Ruins. Do I care for an old wrecked building? One of those fake evil kings is nearby, because Stan wants to be the only evil king. You shut up, bug-eyed woman. Let them continue arguing. This pointless argument is interesting, but look, something's going on over there, too. I do like that you're kind of a bad guy in this game. I guess the protagonist is just sort of along for the ride. The aquatic ruins. I'm the Gypsy Fortune Teller. There's a reason I can't reveal my real name, but Love Fortune Teller Master number 3 is what most people call me. Okay. One look into the crystal not to identify exactly who loves you the most. Sure. You get along the best with the hero Rosalind with her parasol. Compatibility of two persons changes from time to time depending on the actions you take. Oh. So maybe there was like a secret compatibility meter for that question of siding with Stan versus Rosalind? The jungle ruins. Thanks, dude. Like, almost all the NPCs in this game, it's like, one guy drew it really quick, and then the director's like, yeah, whatever, fine. Looks great. It's like, but don't we want to have, like, a consistent style for the human NPCs? No. Some of them look like Muppets, some of them look like anime characters, it's fine. Cut it, print. It was like, these guys just kind of look like pretty typical, like, RPG knights. And then what's with the dude in the back? He looks like he's like a Beetlejuice monster. Oh no, it's quite endearing. Shift change is coming up. I love how they all have names. Hero with keen nose, cheerful clerk. Yeah, there's fishing rod is the front. Someone set it there without telling me. Okay. Don't move and talk in front of people, okay? My hero qualification will be revoked, but I won't be able to marry you. What? Don't make me laugh, you dishwater woman. Well, they did localize it. They didn't spend a lot of money on it. You're mistaking me for you, Pancake Shadow, because he's flat. I guess that makes sense. Is it Seymour? Oh no. Princess Marlene. Princess? Oh, shadows aren't flat. Checks out. Taking a boat to the symbol of the lake. The aquatic ruins is the place for an important ceremony. Lords are prohibited to take a boat on the lake for 2 days, so as not to disturb the princess's prayers. Is something wrong? The aquatic ruins are ruins that nobody goes in. Oh, I love that phrasing. Oh, that old man who seems to be the elder. I don't think I've noticed before. Do you see the word lines in the bottom left corner? Like, completely unnecessary part of the UI. Maybe this is less like it's like a John Waters game. That's too weird. I know, right? Just some snob girl. I suppose the assembly line hero, or loser hero over there, wants to help the princess. Oh, what a beast humanity or vanity is. So I turned it down to like minus 20 decibels, but this song is so loud in my ear compared to every song we've heard so far. Reminds me of Lisa in that respect, right? But there'd be certain parts of the soundtrack that were just mixed completely differently. I didn't do anything yet. Yeah. Did it have a word that didn't include the name Ruins? I know, right? I, Scholar Guten Kisling, have a deep academic interest in the princess. What? He wants to do a blood test. There's also this really weird depth of field effect in this game. Like, the depth of field effect in this game is weird in the same way that in Deadly Premonition, the character's, like, breathing is weird. It's like, it hasn't... The rest of the graphics don't look good enough to really justify the effect. Or like how the breathing in Deadly Premonition looks weird because, like, the animation cycles are still, you know, original Xbox era, pre-baked and tied to specific lines. If you'd go to that effect in this hardware, you'd be proud of it, yeah. In the Dumps, Lighthouse Keeper. In the Dumps, Lighthouse Keeper has an eye on the rare gear that Ari has. A contortion index of 10.28%. Such a rare gear. Where did you find it? It doesn't matter. Thank you. This is a pen light. Piece of art maybe made by one of the Royal City First Workshop Incorporated. Okay, so I have an infinite pen light now? That makes sense. I think I found that lying around out in the game world. Oh, maybe it's like part of a trading game. What's up, dude whose head is very odd looking? Fishing's good, it calms your mind. Sounds like fun. It is indeed good. Show him. I'm not a circus attraction slave. Don't summon me unless you want abuse. Acquired shiny lens. Okay. Anyone who witnesses my grand visage is compelled to bestow gifts and thanks. It's gonna be a, like, quest item later? Gaze of your passionate eyes holds damsels in thrall. Okay. This game's never gotten a sequel or anything, right? I don't think I've ever played anything quite like it. Look at this dude's mouth! Grumpy old man. Gives unshakable confidence. 150,000. Oh, the Nameless Sword's an upgrade. Let's do defensive upgrades for the heroes since their death causes a game over. 310 Sukul. Dungeon depths won't get you down. Back to dungeon. I think that means it takes you to the exit. It brings pure winter mountain air. Cover from KO. GHP. Oh, sure. Ward off evil spirits. Why is it called GERD? This game is so odd. Oh no, there are two songs playing now at the same time. Okay, hold on. I'm an uncool, unpopular man. Oh, maybe. I do have all these weird green key items. Now with my passionate eyes, I'll sweep her away. Okay. Thanks, Walter. I thought that the game would just like pull it out of my inventory like it did with the rare gear earlier. So that maybe it wanted me to have something else. This town is called Rashelo. Okay, kid. They say the princess is going to the aquatic ruins to obtain Heaven's voice. Welcome to Corneria. Darn, there's a rumor of the princess visiting Rashelo. The schedule of the princess in the paper came from a reliable source. It's too sudden and the mayors and assembly are panicking, but they assure us they're not. Sure. Yo. Cannot take a boat to the aquatic ruins until the princess returns. Sorry, but you must come back later. Oh, bummer. What are we gonna do? Too bad, Twit. Scout the village who can properly plan the conquest. I have to create a ghost distribution table for this area? So long. Okay. Heaven's voice. Exactly. I hope that that's what Japanese is in 10 years. Hey, it's James. Humble servant of evil. Really? Anyway, James, listen. Woo the princess, win the world. I, James, am so moved that I cannot help but cry heartfelt tears. defeated a fake called the Sewer Evil King and obtained a new magical ability. Calm down, James. Use my power to brainwash the brat princess. World conquest is cake. To brainwash the princess, we have to get close to her. I'll do my best. That's the spirit, slave. Follow James' example, unquestioning loyalty and worship. A fine portrait. No, James, not that. Okay. James can fly. James died. Like back to his home planet. Okay, now his name is Lighthouse Keeper who regained his pep, which doesn't fit in the box, right? They're like, whatever, it's fine. It's the old, kanji takes up way less space than English characters problem. I like suspicious places. I'm going inside. Yeah, whatever, it's fine, the game. It's a rat's nest. Why can't humans lose horrifying weapons like a Rashelo Destructo device? Or seas of lava? Okay. Letter bottle. I don't think I've played any video games that are like this. I've definitely seen movies and TV shows where it's like it's all done in one take, right? But it feels like video games just involve so many people and so much work that like there would be resistance to that approach. You don't like letters? Are you illiterate? Don't push it, rat boy. I mastered all languages. Still water runs deep. Letters for lower class animals that communicate only through spoken languages. Okay. Yeah. No, like, I enjoyed this game in the same way I enjoy Plan 9 from Outer Space. It's like... Or maybe like Freddy Got Fingered? Which is a very different thing, but like, it's still this like... I think if you just try to appreciate as a game on its own, it doesn't work as well, but if you're like, oh my god, this actually got made. Like, every single thing that you see in the game, like, wow, this got released, right? Like, somebody was okay with this. Deadly Premonition feels like... I'm trying to think, why does it feel different? Deadly Premonition feels like the developer had a clear image in their mind of what they wanted a certain sequence to be, and then they just didn't have time to do it that way, so they did it the best they possibly could. Like the demonstrative example is like when you're in the Black Lodge area and there's a little like cherubs whispering to each other, and I could see that on a script, like, and then there's two creepy like cherub children and they're making these creepy whispers, but like the looping whisper sound is so bad sounding, and they just, I don't think they had time to make it better, right? Like, okay, we just have to roll with that. It's as good as we're gonna get. Whereas this game, I think they just didn't care at all. Like, yeah, that's the man from the Fisherman's Cooperative. Whatever you like drew on, I'm surprised they don't still have like, you know, like wool lines on the paper over the character designs. Like, they didn't just like directly lift it from the concept art. Fishing is a sacred sport. Right, Stan wants me to talk to everyone in town, so I'm going to try to keep doing that here. I'll probably have to find someone to show the letter in a bottle to. Yeah, there are 9 digits for the currency. And it's displayed on every dialogue, right? There's clearly some event flag in town. There's some specific NPC I have to talk to. Kid standing vacantly. The stay at a hotel people all went to a hotel. Welcome to Corneria. Maybe. Making so much money. Oh, now I can save. Yeah, right. That would be very Earthboundy. I love the stock sound effect of birds chirping. My feeling might be completely wrong. Like, it's possible that Deadly Premonition was kind of a similar, yeah, whatever, fine, just throw it in there. But it feels to me like if they had, like, if the dev was allowed to have 10 years and Shenmue's budget for Deadly Premonition, he would have taken it. This game, they were just like, whatever. Who cares? Weirdo! I am the Bubble Evil King. Master of all bubble-blowing evilness. So the event flag was to go rest at the inn. I guess maybe it was to make sure that I was able to save my game, because I couldn't when I first got here. I am holding the Daredevil Princess. You snuck into my hideout. It's so clausy. If you want to save her, you know where to find me. Beat us to the prize. No comments. That fake evil king. We've established this in previous episodes, but like evil king is the same as like the demon king prefix in Ganon's name or in a lot of boss names in Japanese titles, right? The final boss of like every Dragon Quest game. Mao. There's like a Demon King and a Great Demon King as well, right? Oh my god, oh my god. My boss said I shouldn't say bad things about the mirror. Trembling with excitement hero. Demon King and a hero that has to fight him, I see. This game hurts my eye. I don't know if it's a depth of field effect. If you want to cross the lake, walk. Alright, seasoned boatman. Gotta be someone else in town I can talk to, right? Yeah, I've seen it show up as a title in a lot of Japanese games. I think it's in some anime too, right? So I know I keep going back in the same houses and talking to the same NPCs, but I think this is this kind of game where you just don't know what is going to trigger the next event to happen. Last time it was sleeping at the inn. Which is the same thing from before. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's about the monster that kidnapped her. What a madcap. The Rashelo news was reported by Hart Jr. Coming attraction, hopefully the princess safely returned. Keep your fingers crossed. This game is just so frenetic. I wonder if school will be closed. Should use a local hero. What about my nephew, Bob? Use my son-in-law, Charlie. Are they doing, like, rock, paper, scissors for it? I'm a book-trained hero who got my certificate through a correspondence course. Actually, the hero is evil. Whoa, what? Some book-trained hero. Okay. Don't think I can do anything in the mayor's room. You must be Hero Rosalind. A famous hero, the master of the lightning rapier. We found the event flag. It was go in that house. #1 ghost scholar, Gutton Kissling. Yeah, I think you're probably right, Surf, that Dragon Quest started it. Professional hero, I'll rescue Her Highness the Crown Princess. And I'm gonna get dragged along doing a heroic thing because I need to defeat the evil king. So that Stan can be the only one. This boy is my protege. Doesn't seem, is not like that. Won't it be dangerous? It'll be fun. It looks pretty bright. Okay, now I can take a boat. Got it. Go back and save really quick. This game's 2001. That's a pretty early PS2 game, isn't it? PS2 was like 2000, maybe? I wonder if this game would have looked better as a PS1 game, like a very late PS1 game. Or if they like scrambled to get it on PS2. It runs at a really smooth 60 frames per second, so that's nice. I guess I wonder if it, what I mean to say is I wonder if it spent some time in development as a PS1 game, and then they said, ah, screw it, we'll make it for PS2. Yeah, Demon King is the protagonist in this case. take these boats now. Right. Irritatingly procrastinate. Yeah, for it to be exciting that the evil king is the player character, had to have been around for a long time at that point. Where's the cheeky fake evil king? I love all the clausy descriptions in this game. Oh right, isn't Magus also an evil king? Evil demon king? Or whatever. We probably talked about this in a prior episode, but it was like a year ago for me, so sorry if you're a future YouTube viewer. Destroy all the urns. Pretty different combat music, okay. So it costs like 10 HP to do. Oh, it scales with my health? Yikes, okay. Yeah, Dragon Quest can have started it. Why would I use decoy on the character who game overs if all enemies... Okay, that's fine. Bowser has the same title. Is there like a TV Tropes article on it, maybe? If it was on like any other character, you'd be like, oh, okay, I can use that to keep the protagonist from dying and causing a game over. Maybe Japanese mythology. Holy shit. I must be behind in level, and I got 2 level ups back to back there. Learned Knight. Oh, it's a super long level up fanfare that you can't skip past. Destroyed an urn. What does Knight do? Cast sleep spell. I took a lot of damage in that combat. I gotta see it topped off here. Remember when I was a little kid, I used to have graph paper and I would draw little mazes on them, and they were really bad. Like, they weren't well designed mazes at all. I would just be like, yeah, and then you gotta go down in the lower left corner and get a key so that you can unlock the door so you can get an axe, and you need the axe to open the wooden door. So you cut it down with the axe. And da-da-da. Anyway, the dungeon design in this game reminds me of that. It's like, you gotta break all the urns. Like, what? You just break the urns. It's fine. Once all the urns are broken, then you can progress. Okay, whatever. I think too that when like Earthbound does stuff like this, okay, good, we finally have a group attack special ability for a character other than the protagonist. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this game, I wonder if it's like Deadly Premonition and like the battle system is kind of an afterthought. Like, the game would be totally fine if it would just go from town to town and talk to people, experience the silliness. But Deadly Premonition is like more than 10 years after this game and was already suffering from the like, oh my god, we have to have gameplay. So it would have been even worse back in 2001. Like, the Mother series is quirky and weird, but it kind of winks at you. Like, you know, you go into the goofy mole dungeon where the guy's looking for the diamond. And they're like, yeah, we're trying to get this diamond, but there's these weird moles. And you go up to the moles and they're like, you know, I'm the third strongest mole. Don't let anyone else tell you that they're the third strongest master of this hole. And, like, it repeats the joke enough times that, like, it kind of lets the player in on it. You're like, oh, okay, you're doing something silly. I guess I get it. It winks at you a bit. And I don't think this game winks at you at all. It's like, yeah, destroy the urns. It's fine. You need to give him some kind of challenge. How about some pots that flip around? Okay. Chill urns. I should see if anyone's done, like, I guess once we beat it or get further in the game, see if anyone's done, like, a video essay on this game. I'm trying to, like, live talk out my thoughts on it. There's just a weird feeling to it that I've never experienced in any other game ever. Something can be obviously and deliberately weird and just bask in it. Yeah. So, okay, Off. Off was like that, right? But Off was kind of... It was really dark and, depressing, kind of. It didn't have like a whimsical weirdness to it. It had like an art house weirdness to it. Like going to an art museum and seeing a banana duct taped to the wall. Like, that's what Off felt like as a game. I guess I've never seen that level of weirdness paired with whimsy, if that makes sense. Now, without saying get it or weird. See if I can save. Okay, good. This really is to get your level up there, isn't it? Like... Aria acquired Bountiful Nut. Enjoy with your friends. Recovers 50 HP for all. That's going to be important. We're actually having that problem in the first boss fight that I didn't have any way to multi-heal. Really glad the save points are a full heal and like LP restore. Could probably stop using LP suction if I can just run back to the save point every so often. I don't think I noticed that the combat log gives you like each hit from a multi-hit too. Like for some reason the scientist and Rosalind both hit for one and then they hit for more. It's because like the weird like time steps in this game. Where like they'll freeze partway through an action because someone else's turn will come up before they finish their animation. It's fun seeing games like this because it's like, I guess they probably so rarely make it out of pre-production. I think I have time to kill one more urn. And we'll run back to the save point. Oh well, this random battle will stop me from getting to it. How many enemies should we have, sir? I don't know. 7? That seems like a lot. Most of the party members can't really deal with that. I'll just use overdrive, it's fine. How many JRPG battles does even do 7 energy? Great. I remember there was this enemy in Final Fantasy VI. I think I brought this up before. But they did this trick where, like, they stacked all of the sprites on top of each other. And there were, like, 7 identical enemies on the screen. I don't know if it was 7, maybe like 4 or 5 or something. But you would kill one and it would die and it looked like it was still there. And I think they were trying to create the idea that, like, oh, this thing comes back to life a few times before you finish it off. It's a really interesting use of the sprite design space. Alright, let's get out of here. Future Marstead, explore this dungeon. You gotta go kill the Bubble Evil King to make Stan happy. Don't forget overdrive. Okay, 2 important things to remember, Future Marstead. 1, the death of the protagonist is game over. So stay topped off with the protagonist. 2, your overdrive ability on the protagonist causes you to hit all enemies on your next turn, which is really necessary for some of the random encounters in this game. However, it also does damage to the protagonist, so make sure you're wary of that before you use it. Or you're going to have a bad time. When you do this dungeon, destroy the urns to progress. They're on the lower floor. Golden Sun dispels it. Splash 3 in every direction, but you never get into a battle with more than 5. That's so weird. Cool. Thanks, Buckin, for sharing this. This is a really great sub-block game.